What is going on? Welcome to another episode of Sus Mahal Radio, the only anime radio show in all the known world universe. On YouTube, on Spotify, catch us on Twitch to Crash Out King DN. I am your host, that's right, DN, formerly known as Director Nasty, the one behind the cam, and we're gonna get started with today's Sus Mahal Radio. For those of y'all who don't know, we are live on Twitch, and of course, we're gonna jump into the first segment, just the tip. Remember, if anytime you want to call in, exclamation point Discord in the Twitch chat, or look in the link in the description, you can join the Discord so you can call in. We're live every Monday night around 10 Eastern. Give or take a few minutes because, sometimes things happen. With that being said, we're jumping right into the first segment, just the tip. Next tip we're jumping on is the bleach tip. Because you know what time it is. I'm trying to put this tip on Hime, bro. Aizen continues to be disgusted with the progress of Soul Society and their inability to really put down these filthy quinchies for once and for all. I love that when Yahubawa's eye animals started coming through, the Soul Reapers got the box and quit. Some people got ate up quick, but Kaku's out here doing his thing. The 69 captain was doing his thing. Everybody was trying. But at the end of the day, Aizen's the one who came out. He's like, do all y'all know how to do is hack and slash? I heard they said we got no sword choreography, and I'm here to remind y'all that, yeah, we do got some sword choreography, but you don't always have to rely on it. One of my favorite things, I'm not gonna lie to you, the more I talk, the more I realize Aizen might be my favorite character. And it's for two reasons. One, he's thuggin', and I love his VA. Two, he is one of the few Soul Reapers who uses the Hadals, bro. This man he uses everything at his disposal when he fights. He's gonna hit you with spiritual pressure, he's gonna use his sword, and if all else fails, he's gonna hit you with Hadou number 90, Hadou number 72. He's gonna hit you with some fucking Mahou. The Soul Reaper Mahou is so underused. I'm telling you, I already know. If I was a Soul Reaper, I would be using Hados like there's no Hados, Kados, all them dodos. I'm using all of them like a motherfucker. I'm gonna have a whole spell book, bro. I'm gonna hit niggas with 3, 6, and then a 22. Then I don't even know what the fuck I just did to them. And now I'm gonna come through with the sword. Oh my god, I'm fucking them up. But yeah, Aizen pulled up and he just basically cleared. He low diffed all the entire wave of the eyes with his spiritual pressure alone. And I love the talk between him and Shinshui where Aizen's like, yeah, you should let me out of these confines so I can help you guys. And Shinshui is like, I don't have to let you out of the confines for you to get your help. Your ego is going to save us because you're not going to let these things do what you've been wanting to do. You're going to stop this. So just sit over there and do what I asked you to do, stupid. It was a beautiful moment. I love that they're dynamic. It's always a push and pull, push and pull. And Shinshui is continually showing Aizen that's like, you can try, but we're not going to let you. Matter of fact, shout out to all the captains, especially Captain Mayuri, because Aizen was like, you know what? We don't have to go to the palace. I'm going to bring the palace down here and try to shoot off his fucking spiritual pressure to knock down the palace. And Mayuri was like, bitch, you thought? He's like, you use as much spiritual pressure as I allow you to use. The goal isn't to restrict your spiritual pressure, it's to keep it as close to you as possible. And by this little dial, I'm gonna shut your shit down. Aizen tried to flex, got shut down multiple times. I absolutely loved it. I absolutely fucking loved it. It was a good ass part of the episode. The hollows and leftover Quincy's jumping in to help the Soul Reapers. It is surprising, but the foreshadowing is already there for you to witness. You don't have to overthink it. You don't have to be like, why are they doing this? It's very well wrote out. The leftover Quincy's, if they weren't strong enough, they would have got sucked into Yabuaya. They didn't want that to happen. They didn't like it happen to their homies. Easy. Yeah, let's go sneak them. The Hollows pulling up makes sense. When it was Soul Reapers versus Hollows, it was all good. It was like, little skirmishes. Quincy's took over, enslavement. Instant enslavement and destruction of Hueco Mundo. So yeah, of course they're gonna want to get back on the Quincy's too. Makes motherfucking sense. So it's one of those things where it's like, some people will say this is an ass pull. I will say, if you think what's happening in Bleach right now is an ass pull, you need to go rewatch Bleach. Or better yet, go buy the manga set and read that shit so you could really burn into your brain. because everything that's happening right now, it was foretold, it was foreseen. We already know. You're just operating in my plan. It's all part of Aizen, son. Y'all ain't know. It's Aizen, nigga. I don't know why. I just love saying that. But yeah, Bleach. Oh, and then in this episode, they brought back the comedy. They brought back the music. It was firing on all cylinders. Dope ass episode, man. A dope ass episode of Bleach. And I just look forward to the continued awesomeness that they're providing us. Props to Century for standing as close to Aizen as he was. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Yes. He's just ready for the smoke. I personally think, and I love that, and I love there was a moment where when that thing happened to Aizen, I won't spoil everything for y'all. When that thing happened to Aizen's like, oh no, I was over 5 minutes. Why did you take the opportunity to kill me? And Shinchu is like, you think I'm stupid? It's like, whoa, he's like, whoa. Why would you think I'll take that opportunity to kill you? You're worth more to me alive right now than dead. I'll kill your ass later, bro. I ain't worried about you right now. I definitely like that. I definitely liked it. And then when I let the Shizuku post go, when he's on, yes. Next tip we're rocking is Don Machi. My God. This episode, I ain't gonna lie, this whole episode threw me for a loop, but like in the best way possible. Poor Hestia tried everything to hold on to her man, bro. She did everything she fucking could and can, bro, and still got low diffed into an ass whooping. Matter of fact, the whole familia got ran. But it's not even, it wasn't even like, oh, they got into a skirmish, they got into a fight. It was an ass whooping. An ass whooping. It's like you got straight ass and you came home and your mom beat you and she said, wait for your daddy to come home. And your daddy jumped in on an ass whooping too. It was crazy how quick that everybody was just eliminated. And it's one of those things like the Hestia family is so nice and so pure that I understand that they question it. Like, what are you guys doing? I thought, like, why would you guys do this? Like, they're asking questions and the Freya family is not answering no questions. Your questions are being answered with hands. Purest form of hands. And they're not shy about jumping you either. There was like a 4-on-2 at one point. Poor Aisha, bro, got jumped. Harame got waxed, bro. It was ruthless. It was honestly ruthless. When Freya said that she was taking the gloves off, I understood that she meant that her pursuit would now be like unfeathered by whatever Hestia wanted. I just couldn't imagine that she would go full crash out mode. You know when they say 0 to 100, nigga, real quick? She literally went 0 to like 558. She's just skipped everything. I think Hermes said it. She literally went to her last resort as her first resort. I think that's a Kanye bar too. It was insane the level she was going through. It's like somebody's like, okay, you hit your friend and they hit you back. Like, all right, I'm gonna hit you for real this time, and she shot her. That's how I view it. I do think Freya definitely sullied herself by just going full crash out, mind controlling everybody. But on her end though, not giving them the plot against her was actually a genius play. Because I know she was being plotted against. Y'all know she was being plotted against. She's like 6 months? Fuck that. I'm not waiting 6 months. I'm not giving y'all 6 months to figure this out. I'm kidding. I'm getting that boy right now. Ooh, pause. Pause. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know who I'm really looking at funnier than I'm looking at the Freya Familia way worse than I'm looking at Freya. Freya is a goddess. I can understand her motives, why she thinks what she's doing is why she understands the gravity of what she's doing, and she told Tessie, I'll send your ass to heaven. I don't give a fuck. The Freya Familia, their loyalty ties are kind of fucking insane. That they don't even like Belle. From my understanding, they're all in love with Freya, but they accept being at her servitude and operate in her best interest at all times. None of them like Belle, but because they love Freya so much, they're willing to go along with this plan and prop him up as the best of them. And I'm just looking at them funny. I don't even know what to say about it. Like the devotion and loyalty is kind of something to be admired on one hand, but on the other hand, it's like, y'all need Jesus, bro. Yeah, and yeah, it's just weird. But yeah, Don Machi also firing all cylinders, but goddamn, Freya, you went too far, girl. You done went too motherfucking far. To show how bitch made they were. Yeah, they did. The next tip we're jumping on is dan 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 dan. Yeah, So Dan and Dan comes through with an episode that I just did not expect, but it was beautiful. It was such a wholesome, like the first like 15 minutes of episode was just fucking wholesome. It's literally just like Okarun and Momo just longing for each other, really trying to figure out where their friendship or how deep or what level their friendship is at. Okarun having the insecurity of like, oh yeah, I'm waiting for her. I see her and I don't know if I should say hi to her. And then he kind of like is just gonna walk by and ignore her. And Momo once again just breaks through all that shit and says, hey, loser, good morning. By the way, you're late. Make sure you show up on time. So now they have a morning routine. Meet up at the front gate. It's fucking beautiful. But then they didn't have lunch plans. They just kept missing each other, looking for each other. It was so fucking wholesome, bro. I don't know why. I don't know why it hits me. Cause you know why? Do you know why? I've been Okaroon and I've had my Momo. I don't think I told y'all the story, but in fifth grade, I had a Momo, bro. I was very much Okaroon. I got put into a different classroom. All my friends were in one class. I was in another class. I didn't know anybody in that new class. And there was just a girl who just one day was like, yeah, come play with us. And I was like, okay, bet. And then every day after that, we just chilled. It was amazing. And like in my mind, I was just like, yeah, oh, whatever. It's pity. Or I was just like, I'm still new here. I don't know anybody. But every day she looked forward to seeing me, bro. And she just made class comfortable. And I just made friends in my new classroom. It was fucking amazing. So that's why every time I see this Dan to Dan plot line going, it's beautiful. Like it don't even have to mean nothing. It doesn't have to be any deeper than like sometimes that loner just wants one friend, and that one friend is like, I'm not gonna let you do your loner shit. Come on, you're coming with me. Every introvert needs their extrovert to drag them along. Um, I like that they always go through confronting their insecurities, then they start boxing, and then they apologize to each other, and then we just kind of keep moving on. I was actually surprised at Momo's friends. Momo's friends, when she was like really like when they were in the confrontation part, and he was like, "Yo, I need to talk to you," and she was kind of being cold to him. They're like, damn, Momo, like, don't do him like that. And then Okaroon's like over here, like, I don't want to say professing, but he's like really trying to get her attention. And then you got this otaku kid. I'm like, oh, I'm like, actually, these friends are kind of nice. And then even at the accidental teeth crashing kiss, they're like, y'all kissed. And they're like, no, we didn't. And they're like, yo, they belong together. I love it. It's just wholesome goodness, bro. Absolutely wholesome goodness. Now, to the meat of the next part that's slightly toxic. This Akira bit. This Akira girl, I actually don't hate her that much. I understand that what she was doing was classic mean girl tactics. However, there's one line in what she said that I was like, you're kind of mean, but what you're doing, I'm not mad at it. She's like, is it so wrong that I'm giving him hope and thinking that he could get with a girl like me? She's like, he has no chance, of course, but giving him that hope means something. And I was like, honestly, that's the same reason Superman wears an S on his chest. I was like, she's kind of spitting, but then she goes back into calling him all kinds of names and shit. And then, of course, best girl Momo had to step in and give her what she had coming. But I see that online, she's getting a whole lot of fucking hate. Like, people are already hating her. And I'm like, off of that one interaction, I don't hate her yet. Was it a little bit bitchy? For sure. Do I hate her for it? Nah, not really. Not yet, at least. Not yet. And of course, the sauce at the end where Turbo Baba is not completely gone and she has his nuts. Or, excuse me, she doesn't have his nuts. She had his nuts and lost said nuts. And we don't know where the nuts are. But at least we knocked her out of him, and he still has a little bit of access to the power, which is pretty fucking dope. I hope there is a scenario where Okarun can both get his weenie and his pickles back. Weenies and his pickles. His weenie and his olives back, but also keep the power from Turbo Baba. And honestly, I hope Turbo Baba stays with the crew, bro. I really hope she stays with the crew. Because I ain't gonna lie, her in that cat body is fucking hilarious. It's absolutely fucking hilarious. The VA was actually killing it too. It was pretty dope. So hope he gets the olives back with the two branches with the branch. But I also hope he gets to keep the power because like, what's the point of having a girl, a friend with powers and you don't have any? I almost said girlfriend. That's why those type the nice ones that don't move the plot. See, there you need a mean girl like Momo to bridge that gap. Nah, I got me a nice one. I'm good. Next tip we're jumping on is Ranma. So Akane hair loss was epic, and she called it way further than I expected. Like crazy fucking high. Like like when it got cut, I was like, oh, she'll just trim up the back to even it out. Keep the bangs, keep the front cool. She went full fucking tomboy. She lopped the whole top off. Like it is literally like a Jolly Curl top, but she looks cute in it. And also, I do like to cut. I like to cut because it was a necessary loss for her to move on from her crush on Dr. Tofu. Because to find out that she always liked her hair short, and the only reason she grew it long is because of her crush on Dr. Tofu, and because she wanted to be more like her sister to really get his attention, that just means to me it was a very vain reason to keep your hair long if that's not how you like it. Like for instance, me, I like my hair like this. If I saw a shoddy, if a shoddy was like, oh, I like Idris Elba because of his haircut, you know, if you look cute with an Idris Elba haircut and I go and cut my hair, that's vain, bro. That's vain. Just for the attention, it's a vain reason. But I get it. I get it. Truly I do. So I love to see that the cut of the hair was symbolic. I love that line where she's like, I was gonna cut it anyways. This just made it happen faster. It really was, it was a beautiful moment, and I like that it let her move on. Ranma loved what he saw when she cut the hair and told her, and not just, and he didn't just like tell her and run away. He was adamant about getting his point across. He's like, no, no, no. I'm not just saying I like your haircut because I feel responsible. I'm not just saying it to make you feel better. I'm letting you know, girl, you're killing it. You're kawaii as fuck right now. And there's something to be said about that. Like, he's really trying to figure out how to express himself to her, and I really feel their mutual understanding and bond is growing tighter. And you know what happens with a boy and a girl when they grow tighter? It's, oh, I mean, babies, baby. Um, but I thought, but the twist in the episode of Ryuga also having a transformation, I really wanted to be a shoddy. I wanted him to fall in the shoddy water because then we got double the shoddies, double the fun. But he fell in the goddamn pig water. And then what I love about what Ranma did is the foreshadowing that you have to go back and realize that it's amazing. First off, these two idiots not realizing that they ran into each other already, and that's why he got into the water anyways. Realizing that he always carries around an umbrella, right? And the first time we get introduced to him, there's a boar that's chasing at him. He stops the boar with the umbrella, only to find out later he used the umbrella so the water doesn't hit him, so he doesn't turn into a boar, so nobody eats him. It's like, holy shit. The symbolism, the foreshadowing, it's all right there. Fucking amazing, bro. Absolutely fucking amazing. But yeah, Rama had another good episode with wholesomeness and shenanigans. I look forward to Ranma only because I call me. This is gonna sound like some hater shit, right? But just follow me. I look forward to Ranma because I did not think they would be able to balance comedy, shenanigans, romance, and wholesomeness all at once. With beef, mind you, with hands, with throwing hands too. I didn't think they had the ability to do it. But every episode, they keep showing me that I'm fucking wrong and they're nailing it. So I just keep watching Ranma because I'm like, yo, how long can you guys keep this going? How long can you keep me entertained and like not bored and like everything is firing in the right cylinders? I'm not gonna say it's my favorite anime that we're watching right now, but it's definitely the biggest surprise that I'm enjoying. Definitely the biggest surprise I'm enjoying. Shout out to the Ranma crew, bro, because they really doing the goddamn thing. For real, for real. What's going on, Brother Cypher? All right. Now, we're going to take some calls from the goddamn. We're going to take some calls real quick. That's the end of Just a Tip.